Apparently, the sponsor of this video does not understand that you are supposed to tell your kid to shut up and put a coat on. I don't know why. They all feel sorry for John every time I make him cold out here. It's only 36 degrees. So, behind John, we've got a diesel heater. And when it was about 40 degrees outside, it would make the work area 60 degrees without too much of an issue. And then behind me, we've got an RV heater that runs off 12 volt that blows massively into the whole bay. And that little thing, when it's about 35 to 40 degrees out, heats the bay to about 50, 55 degrees. No issue whatsoever. But then you have today's temperatures. It is 17 degrees out. It is a blowing wind chill that brings it down to feeling like 5 degrees out, or 3, or whatever magical number they come up with. And then we have today's sponsor, because they felt bad about John having to be out here and freeze with me. We have Big Kahune Heater. Oh my God, does this thing put out some heat. Yesterday, it was 20 degrees out. It was about 38 in the shop, and I swear this thing made the shop 60 in less than 6 minutes. So that's what we're going to try today. We have thermometer over there, which is currently 36 degrees. We have thermometers sitting on the bike that are sitting at 38 degrees. I have a spring thermometer and I have a mercury thermometer because several people in a previous video told me that they raise and lower at different rates depending on air versus physical connection, which is why this is on a 3D printed stand so that everybody will stop telling me in the comment section that I did my last video wrong. No, they're going to tell me I did this video wrong, but that's okay. All right, let's kick this off. First thing, open this up. Second thing, which is kind of weird, but it's the way the directions work and it's the way this thing works. We're going to ramrod this thing all the way to full throttle. And then I'm going to hit this. And when this thing decides to fire off, John is going to start a 10-minute timer. We're going with 10 minutes because of the fact that yesterday it only took 6, but it was 20 degrees out. So we're going to try 10 today. So, here we go. Full throttle. On. There we go. Now, the part that hopefully you can hear included is that you can't actually hear anything right now. That thing is so loud. Yeah. Can't exactly film while you're working on a mini bike where you're doing a homemade stretch kit because you upgraded the engine because now it's got too much power and so it does wheelies. And so therefore it scares the kid and you. But if you can hear me, that's what we're talking about right now. Alright, what are we at? We are at 1 minute in. At 1 minute in, we are already at 44 degrees. We are at... I think this one's stuck. Oh, there we go. Nope, this one's dead. John, you pulled out the dead one. Okay, well, this one's working, so we're at 44. Let's see. Behind it, it's at 38 degrees from 36. Let's go take a look at the other side. We should be hitting about the 2-minute mark now. Over here, what kind of heat loss are we having into the other bay? We're still sitting at 36. And if we come around over here, John and his 3D printed connecting rod engine, he cleaned it out the other day and we're getting that back up and running. This was a fun video to take a look at if you want to look that up on the channel. So what are we at now? We're still at 36 on both of these. These things suck. Never should have bought those. Well, we're coming around over here. I wanted to give a shout out to John. John figured out that if we got a set of these shower liners from Dollar General, I think it was, that we could put the shower liner right there in order to be able to close off this front and then pull it out during the summer when we don't need it. Which is the big thing about this. A lot of this is the fact that other than the RV one, it's removable. That's what makes it nice. Holy cow, is it hot over here. Yeah, you're already starting to yeah. So the diesel heater is great, and the blowing from the diesel heater heats up this immediate area for working really nice. But wow, is that thing putting out some heat. Alright, what are we into it now?
6 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay, so 10 minus 6 minutes and 30 seconds is what?
3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Awesome. Hey, maybe sending you to school actually isn't a waste of time. Alright, so we're down to almost 6. We're at 4 minutes. 66 degrees. Holy cow. 50, we'll call it 52 degrees. I wanted to say you did a good job on the shower curtain idea. The heat loss through that and the heat loss through right there is now very minimum. Also, giant thank you to those that support our Amazon wish list for the garage. This tarp that we're using came from the garage remodel wish list that we're still maintaining. And if you want to keep John warm, you can use the Patreon link. Because in a second, after we're done with this test, we'll tell you how much this uses, and you might choke on that and cough a little bit, because that's what I was just thinking of. So support John being warm in the Patreon link so that we can buy him propane tanks. Alright, we're officially 5 minutes in. Here in front of this heater, it is now almost 70 degrees. Holy cow. We're at 54-ish. So, obviously there is a cone of heat that is coming out of that. And what John and I figured out yesterday was that if we actually aimed it for under the table, that the heat radiates from the table while you're working on it. You can actually feel it. If you could feel this table, this was freezing cold, uncomfortable. It's now comfortable to the touch. And that was the big thing John and I figured out, was if we could get the table to heat up, then it permeated for about 2 hours. I'd say about 2 hours is what we got. Yeah. So 10 minutes of not being able to hear each other for 2 hours worth of working together and trying not to call each other stupid.
Yep.
Alright, what are we at? $72. Okay, John, we have to kill some time. I'm gonna ask you questions just so we can kill time.
Okay.
Okay? What's your favorite hair color?
The standard hair color.
What's a standard hair color?
The color that you're born with.
Alright, favorite Christmas movie?
Home Alone.
What color are your eyes?
Eye color. I don't know.
What's your middle name?
Lawrence?
Lawrence? Who the hell gave you that dumb name?
You?
It's your grandfather's name. Good job. You almost got that one. Alright. What's the fastest you've ever been in a vehicle?
110. Wait, no, 130 miles per hour.
You've been 130?
Yeah?
When did you do that?
Drag racing?
Oh yeah, that's right. The street night guys took you along. Yeah. You're not allowed to go in the regular bracket racing, but yet in a untested street vehicle, you can throw a kid in with a half whatever helmet and go 100 and something.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think is the coolest thing you've ever driven?
That's a hard one. Probably the gas-powered power wheel. The blue one.
The blue one, the old F-150 Power Wheel?
Yep.
I agree. I think that was one of our better builds. And Oxy Earth mini bike. Would you buy one?
Yes.
Yes. For 400 doll hairs?
Are they my sisters?
Okay. Anyways, what are we at? We're at 2 minutes left. I am literally starting to sweat bullets because I'm in front of this heater in a full coat. 74 degrees. 60, about to hit 62. Let's see how much heat loss we had. So, both of these were at 36, I believe. We're at 40. So we definitely have had some heat loss into this area. I mean, let's be honest. You got a giant gap there. You got gaps there. You're going to have heat loss. So losing 4 degrees after installing a $10 shower curtain, I'll take it. Yes, I know. I need to do a big giant clean out. We've had one thing right after another going into Christmas. You can tell me in the comment section down below. Alright, let's tap this. We're at 38 and 38. So those match. So we only had... That's really interesting. So we've got a gap right there. But I went through as suggested by a lot of you viewers, and I filled in the ends all the way down through with R19 that I got free from a friend. So that is all filled in, so it can't go this way. I also went down through all of that, and I caulkinged all of the seals around there. Timer going off?
Yep.
Alright, let's go shut the thing down, and we'll get a final whatever. So, oh man, is it boiling over here. Okay, so shutdown procedure is kind of weird. We're going to deliberately kill the propane to it. Deliberately kill the propane to it. Turn this all the way to off. Then push this. And then have it proceed to be really loud for several minutes. I'm going to bring you guys back when this shuts off. Oh wait, you guys want to see the final temp. Final temperature, we are at 76 degrees from 36. Oh, I don't have to wait for it to turn off. We got enough kill time. And 62 degrees from 38. Well, John, are you happy that people felt sorry that you were freezing to death dealing with me and telling you to put a jacket on?
Yep.
Let's talk some numbers. Nobody likes reality check numbers, but we're going to throw some reality check at you. That machine burns roughly 7 pounds of propane an hour. So if you had a actual 20-pound canister attached to it, basically you get 2.8 hours. Make it 3, just for, the giggles of rounding up in order to make yourself feel better. So every 10 minutes heats the shop up for 2 hours. So an entire day of work, if you were cycling it for an 8-hour day, every 10 minutes, that would use up 4 hits. And that brings you to a grand total of about $6 a day-ish, rounded up in order to go and plus or minus it. So 4 hits a day, about $6. It costs more to run that blaster than it did to run my old furnace on diesel. Because we figured out that was about 2 gallons a day. Oh no, wait a minute, I did the math wrong. Hey John?
What?
If diesel is $3+ a gallon, and you're using 3 gallons a day, then 3 times 3 is 9 minimum. I'm a dummy. Public math, I'm telling you. That educational system, it really was that bad 20 years ago, let alone in John's generation. I mean, they do that solid core something or other math. What is it called?
What?
Yeah, see? Can't even answer what math is. Okay, well, on that note, it's cheaper to run this thing, so I'm happy about that. Have fun, guys.
Bye-bye.